Well, cultural expert from the University of KwaZulu-Natal, Professor Sahau Ngubane, is here with us for more, and he joins us now virtually. Prof, a very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the late edition.
Good evening, Simpio and your viewers.
Now, Professor, the Supreme Court of Appeal has now settled what has been a deeply contested issue, affirming the President's recognition of King MisuZulu KaZwelithini as the rightful monarch of the Zulu nation. From your perspective as a cultural expert, is this outcome what many within the AmaZulu nation had anticipated or hoped for?
Yes, indeed. Most of AmaZulu anticipated that because, according to the Zulu nation, the king is on the throne. What has prevailed today was not only a legal win, but it was the affirmation of the fact that disputes have been resolved through indigenous institutions rather than the Constitutional Court and the Supreme Supreme Court of Appeals. So many Zulu people welcome the judgment or the ruling.
Yeah, and as we've heard, Prince Thulani Zulu says the judgment actually brings closure to a long-standing matter. Now, in practical and cultural terms, does this ruling now put the kingship dispute to rest, or do you foresee lingering tensions that may still need to be resolved within the royal household? And perhaps you could indulge us on tradition, what tradition guides the process of restoring harmony after such a prolonged contestation?
Yeah, I think we expect a collective healing process and progress from what we have been through as AmaZulu nation. And from where I'm sitting, I think this also puts to rest the speculation that we had, because there was a lot of uncertainty of what would be the outcome of the appeal. But now it is a restoration of harmony amongst the Zulu royal household. And I think it gives them an opportunity to reconcile and also support the monarch in order to continue as the custodian of the cultural heritage.
And we've seen the courts play a significant role in sort of affirming traditional leadership in recent years. Well, I'm no cultural expert, hence I'm quite keen to understand what the cultural and the symbolic importance of the judiciary's final word is in this particular matter, and whether it sits comfortably with the Zulu customary law and traditional succession practices.
It is indeed a realignment of the Zulu customs and practices, because the SAA has indicated respect for customs and tradition, which is also the observation of the Traditional Leadership Act of 2019. I think it is in line, and it is an affirmation that customary law is recognized in South Africa.
Well, Prof, as you just alluded to the fact that this particular judgment is in alignment with the Zulu's cultural and traditional practices, but then how does the merging of the legal and the customary authority affect the perception of legitimacy amongst the Zulu people?
In the first place, Simpiwe, the Zulu nation observe all the protocol in the coronation of the Zulu king. What was put before the court was the procedural flaws that took place when the state president recognized the king. But according to AmaZulu, there have been one king all along, and that is why the king was conducting all national ceremonies, because he is on the throne. So it's not going to make any difference for the people of KwaZulu to recognize legitimacy of His Majesty, because they have already accepted it. But this was an affirmation that the SAA respects the tradition and custom of the Zulu people.
And this battle for kingship has undoubtedly tested the unity of the AmaZulu people. And how has this drawn-out process affected the social cohesion and identity politics within the royal family and among the broader Zulu populace? I mean, can the process of rebuilding unity and restoring confidence in the monarchy truly begin? And if so, what steps are essential for that reconciliation to take root?
We anticipate that there will be now unity amongst the royal family. The royal family has to make progress and put this, take this moment as a healing process for them, because I think some of the things that we have witnessed were caused by the sudden death of the late king, and I think they have had enough time to mourn the passing of King Zwelithini. Now I think they need to sit down and try and draw some mechanism. Now we have the council for the king. I think there are many structures of Amakosi that can sit down now and pave the way forward for the Zulu nation. But I think the identity of AmaZulu has been eroded because of these divisions that occurred in the royal house. But now I think it is the time now that there is stability within AmaZulu, and the royal family plays a pivotal role in uniting AmaZulu.
Well, you speak of the erosion of the identity of the AmaZulu people as a result of this particular contestation, and I suppose that with the court reaffirming King MisuZulu's recognition, this has, I suppose, emboldened his kingship. But then, having said that, how does this strengthen his moral and cultural authority to lead, especially after such a public and legal battle? Or put simply, does this moment maybe mark a turning point for his reign and a reassertion of his leadership amongst traditional institutions?
Yes, it does, because this proves that there is ancestral harmony on the throne as we speak. We know that I've alluded to the fact that all rituals towards the coronation were observed, and now it circles down that he has now confidence that he is the custodian of cultural heritage of AmaZulu. So I don't anticipate that this is going to restart another dispute, but for now we welcome the ruling of the SAA.
All right, Professor Ngubane, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you, Simpio.
All right, thank you. That was Professor Sihau Ngubane, cultural expert from the University of KwaZulu-Natal, just sharing insights on the Supreme Court of Appeal's ruling, which has affirmed King MisuZulu KaZwelithini's recognition as the rightful monarch of the Zulu nation. And this judgment, welcomed by the AmaZulu Royal family, I suppose is seen as bridging the long-awaited closure, or rather bringing long-awaited closure to a matter that has tested both tradition and unity within the royal household.